Hello and welcome to the Midday News. Additional police personnel will be deployed to Porgera province to address the escalating law and order crisis in the Porgera Valley. Prime Minister James Marape announced on Tuesday the deployment of additional police personnel to reinforce the 100-strong police and PNG Defence Force contingent already stationed in Enga. The Cabinet will convene today, Wednesday, 18th of September, to deliberate on extending the state of emergency in Porgera. The Prime Minister said the decision to declare the state of emergency was delayed due to the road conditions, which hampered the movement of additional security personnel. Despite these challenges, order will be restored in Porgera. Australia's Minister for International Development and the Pacific, Pat Conroy, will visit the Solomon Islands and Papua New Guinea this week to reinforce partnerships in the Pacific. In Solomon Islands, he will meet Prime Minister Jeremiah Manele to discuss security ties and hand over the new wharf infrastructure to the police. The visit will also see the announcement of additional health sector support. In Papua New Guinea, Conroy will launch the Australia-PNG Development Partnership Plan and visit Bougainville to open a law and justice centre. He will also announce new road infrastructure investments. The trip highlights Australia's commitment to a peaceful and prosperous Pacific region. The official 49th Independence Anniversary celebrations ended on Monday with the lowering of the flag at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium Monday afternoon. It started with the flag raising at Independence Hill by the Prime Minister James Marape.
After a whole day's celebration of the Independence Day on Monday, the official program ended with the lowering of the flag at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. An inspection of the Guard of Honor was made by the Combined Disciplinary Forces. The flag was lowered and handed over to Governor-General for PNG, Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai. Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai addressed the nation, calling on all citizens to build a national character and a change in mindset based on Christian ethics and values.
We must adhere to Christian principles and values, society and environment. Let's draw on the Christian visit by His Holiness. Father is an outwardly shows adherence, respect, and love for one another. Throughout his visit, Holiness local presence stressed the importance of peaceful and harmonious coexistence, renouncing all forms of violence in our communities.
He stressed that it is high time the country develop a productive mindset, moving away from dependence on others to that of self-reliance. Jasmine Irojak, TVWAN News.
Member for Kandep Don Polier has called for peace to prevail in the mining town of Porgera province. Polier, in a media conference today, said violence in Porgera is uncalled for and urged all the tribes involved to come together and look for an amicable solution. The second Poponeta Music and Arts Festival was launched on September 16th at Robinson Oval, coinciding with Independence Day celebrations in Oro Province. Poponeta MP Richard Masere and the National Cultural Commission Executive Director Stephen Kilanda were in attendance. MP Masere emphasized the need to support young local talent, while Mr. Kilanda announced the festival's official recognition as a national event, now part of the NCC's National Cultural Events calendar. The festival showcased performances from top local artists, including Tonton Malele, Kande Dwayne, and Mariani Masani, highlighting the rich cultural heritage of the region. Turning overseas, Hungary is bolstering its flood defenses as it prepares to become the latest country in Central Europe to be hit by torrential rain. At least 16 people have died in flooding from Romania to Poland. The damage has left thousands homeless and more bad weather is on the way.
Storm Boris has moved on, but it's left devastation in its wake. Picturesque towns and villages across Central Europe inundated, roads and rail lines cut off, and tens of thousands of people evacuated. The border region between Poland and the Czech Republic has been worst affected. Most of the Czech town of Litovel is underwater.
I was just very, very afraid. I saw a once-in-a-century flood.
44,000 people from Nysa in Poland are the latest to be evacuated. Staff at the local hospital racing against time to move patients. Further west in Lazek-Droi, a dam burst, sending a torrent of water through the town.
The water was incredible. It was Armageddon.
The flooding's now receded, but it's left a mess. Poland's government has declared a natural disaster, unlocking millions of dollars worth of emergency funding.
The losses are unimaginable for the city. The town doesn't have the funds to repair it. It looks like an apocalypse.
And the flooding continues to spread. Hungary's Danube River communities have been warned that they are at risk next.
More than 500,000 people are visiting Toowoomba's Carnival of Flowers, which started as a labour of love on the Darling Downs decades ago and is still blossoming. A man's promise to keep his late wife's flower-filled garden open to the public is still one of the features of the exhibit 75 years on.
I'm in there all the time. It's my life now.
95-year-old Les Stepson has been entering into the Carnival of Flowers home garden competition for more than 30 years. He and his beloved wife won many prizes for their efforts.
I work in the garden, and Faye she didn't do any manual work. Come out here and she'd criticise me and I'd have to do it her way, you know. We were great mates.
But this is the first year without her by his side. She died after a fall last October.
This year, I did it on behalf. I dedicated it to Faye. She's a wonderful person. I miss her.
Right across Toowoomba, the gardens are blooming as part of the Carnival of Flowers. Now in its 75th year, organisers say the month-long event is a massive economic driver for the Darling Downs.
So this year it's expected to bring in excess of $25 million to our region. That's $25 million into our cafes, into our pubs, into the news agency, into the pharmacy. Come and visit Pedals. The blooms are blooming just for you.
Les is ready to open up his and Faye's garden to the public.
I talked to her out there. I'm going to plant this, don't plant that. I could tell her, you know, I talk to myself out there. If somebody going past and hear me say, you're going off his rocker.
A floral tribute to his lost love.
In sports, Jason Demetriou, the former Rabbitohs coach, will take charge of the Kumuls for the first time in the historic opening Pacific Bowl match in Fiji on October 19th before PNG host Cook Islands at Santos Stadium. Newly appointed Kumuls coach Jason Demetriou has hailed the introduction of promotion and relegation in the Pacific Championships as he aims to lift PNG into the game's top four.
I think, as I spoke with Stanley Hondina through the process to get appointed, was that I think the Kumuls need to be aimed higher. I think we need to be setting a goal out there to be top four in the international arena and getting games against big clubs, big countries, I mean. And it's great to see how well the Hunters are doing. I was up there on the Sunshine Cup last week, and there's just so much talent coming through there at the moment, and there's talent spread all over the world, let alone the amount of talent that's playing in the Digicel Cup. So as a coach, the one thing you want is you want to see competition and you want to see players and your talent pool to be deep, and it's very deep here in PG. So for us now, it's about going after the teams that we do now and then trying to earn a shot at that bowl and get ourselves promoted to the top tier.
Australia has backed Pacific Netball Federations on their journey to the Netball World Youth Cup 2025. Netball Australia and the Australian government are thrilled to support Netball PNG, Netball Fiji, Tonga Netball Association and Netball Samoa through the Pacific Oz Sports program at the Oceania Regional Qualifiers. The regional qualifiers are being held from September 16th to the 21st in Rarotonga, Cook Islands. Hosted by Oceania Netball in partnership with Netball Cook Islands, this event will decide which countries compete in the Netball World Youth Cup 2025 to be hosted by Gibraltar Netball. While Fiji is participating, they have already qualified for the NWIC, leaving 4 other nations, Cook Islands, PNG, Samoa and Tonga, contending for the final 3 spots in the NWIC 2025. And that ends our midday news for today. Join us at 6 for more news and sports. Bye for now.